What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we got a rebuild, more of a missing rings episode. So this is where we take a team that should have won a ring, or at least got close to winning a ring, and make them a Super Bowl champion. So the year before Madden 09 came out, you saw that the Cowboys, they went 13-3. 13-3! And they lost in the divisional round to the Giants, who eventually won the Super Bowl, beating the Patriots. So the next year, you're thinking that the Cowboys are going to be one of the better teams. You got T.O., you got Tony Romo coming back, you got Marion Barber, aka Marion the Barbarian, you know, so this team was set to do some pretty good things, man. Unfortunately, they went 9-7 and missed the playoffs, and this was the last year of Texas Stadium before, you know, Jerry's World turned into the Palace, you know, in Arlington. But anyways, man, so we're going to try to make this team into a Super Bowl champion. I'm only going to give myself 2 seasons. When I do a rebuild, I usually do about 4 seasons. You know me, give me some breathing room, get some draft picks, get some free agents. But this time around, we only got 1 season, or excuse me, 1 off season to get things done. So hopefully we can win the Super Bowl in year number 1. Who knows, man? But we're going to trade Zach Thomas, who is 94 overall. It hurts me because I like Zach Thomas, one of the better middle linebackers back in his day. And we're going to trade Terry Glenn for Vincent Jackson. I want another big play receiver to go alongside with T.O. Jason Witten is a solid tight end, but he doesn't have that breakaway ability. Terry Glenn is at the end of his career, obviously. Zach Thomas, same there. And we get to save some money, or we get to make some cap room, is what I should say, because our cap room, our cap space is small, okay? Jerry was trying to win the bowl so bad, he was spending money left and right. So we make it to the playoffs yet again. Tony Romo threw for 3,324 yards, 29 TDs, 11 interceptions. Marion the Barbarian, he ran for 1,097 yards and 6 of them things. Felix Jones, he had 5 of them things on the ground, 5 TDs. And then, of course, T.O., 77 catches for 1,015 yards and 9 TDs. Vincent Jackson, he had 8 TDs. So, not a bad season overall for our offense. On the defensive side of the ball, the guy that we replaced Zach Thomas with, James and Barnett, because we do run a 3-4 scheme here, and Big D, they ended up leading the team in tackles with 108 and 100 respectfully. Tom Brady is the MVP, baby. Tom Brady, Offensive Player of the Year. Also, Rondé Barber, he's Defensive Player of the Year. And then when we go to Rookie of the Year, Joe Flacco, Joe Flacco wins Rookie of the Year for the offensive side of the ball. Keith Rivers from USC, aka the University of Spoiled Children. Anyways, man, the NFC player picture looks like this. The Buccaneers, they have the number 1 seed. They got the Rams, then they got them boys, the Eagles, the Vikings, and the Giants. Those are the 6 teams going for the NFC. They got the Colts, the Chargers, the Patriots, the Steelers, those Jets, Jets, and the Jaguars, both coming in at 9-7. And of course, Tony Dungy, he won Coach of the Year. So can we make it to the Super Bowl in year number 1? Now I changed things up, okay? Usually I play the whole game. This time I'm gonna play the first series on offense and the first series on defense in the first quarter, so the very first series for both sides of the ball. And then I'm gonna do the same in the second half, the very first series for the second half on defense and on offense. The rest, we're just gonna super sim it, and hopefully the team I've put together can do some things. You know what I'm saying? So Tony Romo gonna hand this one out. I got to Marion the Barbarian. Second down and 2 after the gain of 8. Going downtown to Terrell Owens, and he needs to use some stickum because he dropped so many passes. He going to the Hall of Fame? I'm just joking. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Should have been the first ballot Hall of Famer. Third down and 7. Romo going downtown to Mr. Vincent Jackson. Move those chains. Up that got with Barbarian. That's going to be a touchdown for the boys. The Cowboys take an early 7-0 lead. So here come the Giants, though. Third down and 10 with 1:53 to go in the first quarter. Going to find well-dressed Amani Toomer. That's going to be a first down. Second down and 9. Eli has all kinds of time. What is going on with our pass rush? It is just not there. Like, our pass rush isn't doing anything. Then Jacobs to the outside, and Jacobs, he's going to break a tackle and rumble and bumble and finally fall down at about the 26-27 yard line. And then good old Eli finds Ward out of the backfield, but he's going to get stopped 2 yards short of the first down marker. So we in the second quarter, or we in our time playing in the first half with a 7-3 ball game. So we're going to sim until we get to the second half of play. We still got a 7-3 lead. We still have now a 10-3 lead, and that's the way that the first half ends. So Eli, do you got any magic left as he finds Jeremy Shockey? And Jeremy Shockey picks up a first down. First down and 10. They're going to find Burst. Now, I believe Shockey was on the Saints this year in real life. And I'm pretty sure Michael Strahan was not on this team because he finished his career with the Super Bowl, but he's on this team in Madden 09. I don't know why they did it, but hey, they did. Anyways, Tony Romo, we got to score, bro. You get sacked. That's not what I need you to do. 2nd down and 15. Tony Romo looking downfield to Terrell. Where are your hands? You need some of that special sauce. I mean, that Stickum. 3rd down and 15. We go to Vincent Jackson. That's why I signed you, bro. That's why I traded for you. That's why I got you here. Because one, I got a smart brain. I know what I'm doing. Just like it's a smart thing to go to T.O. in this situation on 3rd and 10. Makes the catch, and he got too much speed. And check out the dance moves. Go T.O. I don't know what that is. Like, they actually had somebody in that little stupid suit to do that move. Anyways, man, we have a 11-point lead. It is 17-16 now. It's 17-13 now. It's 17-6. It was 17-6. Now it's 17-16. And boy, oh boy, this 4th quarter is going to be interesting. It comes down to about the 2-minute warning. We are down by 2. We got the ball. We're driving, and we don't do nothing with it, and we end up losing. I gave the CPU an 11-point lead, man. It was 17-6, and we just could not hang on to it. We couldn't do it, man. We couldn't do it. Eli Manning threw for 135 yards, 0 TDs, 0 interceptions, but Tony Romo with those 2 picks. That's just like you, Tony. You throw for 321 yards, but you throw 2 picks. Probably in the clutch, too, man. Vincent Jackson, he led the way with the receiving. He had 7 catches for 95 yards. My man, T.O., he had 100 and something yards through the air because he's a beast, man. Barnett, he had 8 tackles, and that's going to do it for our run in the playoffs, man. So, year number 1 does not go our way, but hopefully we can sign some free agents. Okay, hopefully we can have a good draft because, like I said, we have no money in the bank. Okay, every single red cent that we have, every single dollar, every single cuelo, okay, my compadre, do you understand me? All of our dinero is tied up into these players, man. And I'm not saying that these players are bad, but I don't know if they're going to get us all the way. So here we go, man. We got Tony Dungy. We got the Tony Dungy Bowl. The Colts are taking on the Buccaneers, okay? Isn't this Super Bowl played? Wow, it's actually played in Raymond James Stadium. So I guess technically this is the first Super Bowl to have its team be represented in the Super Bowl stadium because the Bucs, of course, play in Raymond James Stadium. I'm a geek. I'm sorry. Let's just get to the action. So the Colts are up 17. Make that 20-10 going into the 4th quarter. But here come the Bucs. They get a touchdown. Here come the Colts. They get a field goal. The Bucs are down by 6. No, the Bucs are up by 1, and the Bucs win the Bucs though. The Bucs. Do you know who the Bucs quarterback is? Jeff Garcia. Now, I love me some Jeff Garcia because I'm a Niner fan. But besides that, Jeff Garcia done won himself a Super Bowl with the Bucs. 24-23 is the final in this one. The Colts were able to put up 300 yards passing and 103 yards running. They outdid the Buccaneers, but man, oh man, what possibly went wrong? Was it fumbles? Was it turnovers? It was something. It was definitely something, man. You see the QB ratings, you see the TDs, and then Jeff Garcia actually threw 2 interceptions. Peyton Manning did not throw a single one, but for whatever reason, man, the Colts could not hang on to it. They end up losing the Super Bowl. So now it's time to jump to year number 2. I'm focused on seeing who is retiring because we do have an older team. And the only person that retires, as you see that Jeff Garcia is Super Bowl MVP. He had 279 yards passing, 17 on the ground, and 2 TDs. So the only person that retires is our backup quarterback in Brad Johnson. So I will be looking to replace him in the draft. The Chargers, I just checked to see who was going to retire, and it ends up being Terry Glenn. It was not Zach Thomas. That was one of my fears, is that he would end up retiring, and I didn't want to have nothing for him. You know what I mean? He's 94 overall. He was slow though. He's like 70. He only has 72 overall speed. So I figured that he was going to retire, and I wanted to get something for him if he wasn't going to be around for year number 2. So we're going to end up re-signing Vincent Jackson, who was in the last year of his contract. So that means that we do get somebody for year number 2 using Terry Glenn, who just retired, and using my man Zach Thomas again. So we're not going to bring back Barnett just because we ain't got no money really for him. And TJ, who's your mama, and Chad Johnson, Chad Ochocinco, Terrell Suggs, and Zach Thomas, ironically enough, and Spikes and Suggs and all those guys, Sean Alexander, these are all the top free agents. And like I said, man, Jay Jones was trying to break the bank, and we ain't got no more money. So we're going to focus on the draft, man. And in the draft, we're going to target defense. I was hoping that there would be a middle linebacker somewhere high, but there wasn't anybody worth taking where we were. So we're going to go with this cornerback, man, Landon Wiley from Florida. He looks like he's a beast based on the footage that I got you. Look at that. Bats the ball away. I mean, this is a plug-and-play type of dude, okay? He had no issues at the combine by running the slow 40 and then not bench pressing when he was supposed to bench press. No, he had a pretty good combine. He is an athlete, and he'll come up and tackle you, force the ball out of the receiver's hands. And then in the second round, we go right back to the SEC, right back to Florida, and we pick up a safety. So we're doing pretty well. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, that's why I feel like most of our holes are at. So we pick up a defensive tackle. Now looking at middle linebacker in round number 4, maybe reached a little bit on him because he was projected to go in round 5th or 6th, but we picked towards the end of the 4th round, so I figured that's essentially like a 5th round pick, so it doesn't really matter there. So basically we go defense, we pick up a quarterback late, and then we go defense yet again. We signed a new TV contract, 3 years, $4.1 million. I don't know if that's significant or not. Anyways, we kicked off the preseason versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Those Steelers. And Tom Brady is a free agent. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Yo, somebody come look at this. Somebody come look at this. Madden 09 straight tripping as Tom Brady is a free agent. So is Richard Seymour. Now, this is right before the season starts. So that means that the Patriots had some type of cap issues or something, because he's a free agent. So it would be dumb for me to keep Tony Romo around. He threw 2 picks in the wild card game when I wasn't even controlling him. Now, if I throw some picks, I throw some picks. But forget that. We can sign my man Tom Brady. We just got to create some cap space. So we get rid of my man Tony Romo for Patrick Willis. That's an upgrade at middle linebacker. Then we get rid of Harvey or Henry, whatever his name was, cornerback 88 overall for like a 4th round pick. And that allows us to sign Tom Brady. We're not done though. Anthony Spencer's only 82 overall. Greg Ellis is 89 overall, but his contract is a little bit heavier than Spencer's, so we're going to get rid of Ellis because I still have to sign a backup right guard, a backup center, and another cornerback. So we had to make some cap room to do that, because y'all know me, I ain't turning off salary cap. Oh, no, honey, that's not what we do here. Anyways, we simmed the season, and Tom Brady had an okay season. I believe Tony Romo's season the year before was better, and Tom Brady's season was better, obviously, because he won MVP. Did not sniff MVP this year, if I can speak. Anyways, T.O., he ended up having 10 TDs. You saw what Marion the Barbarian done did. Patrick Willie, how you doing, baby? His favorite team was actually the Cowboys growing up, so that's kind of funny that he's not here. It's kind of funny that I'm a Niner fan. I ended up putting him on. It's just a long story. But look at my man, Landon Wiley, led the team in picks, man. I know what I'm doing, okay? I know what I'm doing. If you're not at your computers or you're on your smartphone, your tablets, wherever you're watching this at, if you're not giving me a standing ovation for what I'm able to do in draft after draft after draft, and all my rebuilds, shame on you, okay? I am like the GM of the year. Anyways, man, Scott Linehan, he wins defense, or coach of the year for the Rams. He has the Rams 15-1 in the number 1 seed in the NFC. We barely get into the playoffs because we had to go the wild card route, but it is what it is. The Eagles, they end up winning the division, so maybe we have to see them in the playoffs. Maybe we got to see Tony Romo with the Niners in the playoffs. The Patriots made it to the playoffs, and again, this time without Tom Brady, but will they be able to do anything without Big Tom? I mean, I don't think so. I mean, we're talking about the GOAT, you know what I mean? So we're taking on the Cheeseheads, y'all. Lambeau Field, historic Lambeau Field, and Tom Brady, and I left him in number 12 as we find T.O. down the sideline. Let's go. Now, some people say you can't have him wear number 12. That's Roger Staubach as I throw a pick right there, and I know that's Roger Staubach, and Roger Staubach might be the greatest Cowboy ever, but come on, it's Tom Brady. You want him to wear number 10 like at Michigan? Give me that Yahoo! Zay her. I said, give me that Yahoo. Give me that user interception, y'all. So we got this thing going back the other way. 3-3 ball game going into the second quarter. What can we do in quarter number 2? We get another field goal. So now it is 6-3, a 6-3 ball game. And that's how the first half went. 6-10 now because we gave up a touchdown. It is what it is, though. Tom Brady is out dueling Aaron Rodgers a little bit. Aaron Rodgers has 2 interceptions. Tom Brady has 1 interception. Make that 3. Give me that Yahoo! They high. I said, give me that Yahoo. Give me that user interception. Got this thing on back the other way. 3rd down and 10. Y'all saw what kind of defense they were playing. They ain't rushed nobody. The computer's stingy. And what is this again? They had to put somebody in that suit. Like EA. Like, dang. Just no self-respect. Like, dang. Anyways, man, we now have a 16-10 lead headed into the 4th quarter. Can the Packers do anything? Can they come back? I hope not, man. I hope not. And they cannot do it as we get the ball back. They get the ball back, then we get the ball back. So I'm guessing that Aaron Rodgers threw a couple more picks. I don't believe the Packers made it to the playoffs last season for our first year of this Missing Rings video. So that was Aaron Rodgers' first playoff game, technically, because Madden 09 would have been the first year that he was a starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. And he played like straight dog boo-boo, man. 4 picks and nothing else. That's whack. So the Bills beat the Patriots, we beat the Packers, the Chargers beat the Cleveland Browns, and the 49ers spanked the Saints 42-27, just like we used to do back in the day when the Saints used to be part of the NFC West. So here goes the games for the divisional round. We got the Eagles taking on the Niners. That means we are traveling to St. Louis to take on the #1 seed, St. Louis Rams. To me, it's the same old sorry old Rams, whether they're in LA or St. Louis. It does not matter, as he gets sacked by who? Mr. Spencer. I think we made the right choice by getting rid of Ellis and keeping Spencer around. He makes another tackle right there. Back-to-back stops, and we take right back over. So 3rd down and 6. We're going to pick up the first down. We're going to find Creighton over the middle. 3rd down and 10. Tom is rolling out. Tom is staying in the pocket. He should have rolled out, but he stayed in the pocket, went to Jason Witten. That pass hits the grass. So we are struggling. But lucky for us, the St. Louis Rams, they are struggling too. So, Jay Jones and Cowboys Nation, we still got a chance to win this game. We're up by 3. We're going to find Creighton. Nice catch on the sideline, tiptoes in his Jordan. Now, rolling out is Brady. Yes, this is what I want him to do. No, he threw a pick. That's not good. That right there. No. The Steven Jackson on 2nd down and 7 goes absolutely nowhere. Then on 3rd and 8, they had the audacity to run a draw play. No, my man Ware and Spencer are there to combine on the stop. So now we go to Sim. It's a 9-7 game. We go to the 4th quarter. It's still 9-7. Who's going to score first in this 4th quarter? Will anybody score? We get a field goal. It's 12-7 now. 19-7 now to get a touchdown. And that's going to be all she wrote. So we're going to the NFC Championship game, y'all. So will it be a classic NFC Championship game with us versus the Niners? Or will it be our 3rd go-around this season with those Philadelphia Eagles? You got to stick around to see, okay? Don't you dip. Don't leave. If you gotta go, I understand, but leave this video a big thumbs up, okay? And the Eagles end up beating the 49ers 17-10. The Colts, they beat the Buffalo Bills 20-something. So in week 11, we played the Eagles for the first time this season. We beat the Eagles at home in Cowboys Stadium 41-23. Then on the road, when we went to Philly, we lost to the Eagles 31-38. So now we're back in Philly. Philly was the #2 seed of this whole shebang in the NFC. So what can they do? And check out who they got, man. Chad Johnson and TJ Hushmanzilla. Hashman Hootie. Hashmanzilla, who's your mama? Look at this, man. Look at the receiving corps. This is ridiculous. Donovan McNabb, you have no excuse, bruh. And what does Donovan McNabb do on 3rd and 10? Throws the ball out of bounds to TJ, who's your faja. Anyways, man, we're going to take right back over. We can give the ball right back to my man Marion the Barbarian because he had a fantastic season, but he does nothing for me. So it's 3rd down and 7. I need Tom Brady to come through. Downtown the T.O., and it gets batted down by Asante Samuel. And now we go to the Sim. What can we do? We get a 3-point lead. Okay, things are working out. Donovan McNabb and the Eagles, they have the ball with that fantastic receiving corps. They do nothing. We have a 10-point lead now. The Eagles still do nothing. Now we have the ball, and we have a 17-point lead. All we have to do is keep the ball out of Donovan McNabb's hands, and we can win this game. Good hit, Brian Dawkins. What up, family? How you doing? How the kids? How do I? All right. Anyways, 1st down and 10. My man Creighton gets open. That's another 1st down. We got Tom Brady, and we got the lead. This spells trouble. Look at that pass on 2nd and 9 to Mr. Vincent Jackson. Mr. Jackson, if you're nasty. 2nd down and 8. Rolling on out. Going to find Vincent Jackson. Mr. Jackson, if you're nasty. 3rd down and 3. Go to the big fullback out of the backfield. Let's go, Mr. Anderson. 4th down and 8. Last chance for the Eagles. That pass hits the grass, and with that amazing receiving core, they basically score nothing until very, very late when we get the field goal, onside kick, and get a touchdown. But we still win this thing 24-10. So Cowboys, rejoice. We are going to the Super Bowl for the first time since the 1995-1996 season. And that season, they ended up beating Bill Cowher in the Pittsburgh Steelers. That Steelers team had no business going to the Super Bowl. And y'all know it's true. Besides their defense with Kevin Green and Greg Lloyd and Rod Woodson, who was hurt the majority of that season, by the way, that team was not that great. But it made it all the way through the Super Bowl with Neil O'Donnell and some other guys. Cordell Stewart was still playing receiver. Anyways, man, I bring that up to say this. In Miami, we are taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers for what, the fourth time in Super Bowl history. It's the Cowboys and the Steelers. Big Ben dropping back. Big Ben has Heath Miller, and Heath Miller is rumbling, bumbling, and gets caught by Patrick Willis. It's a good thing I had him on the team, but that would have been a touchdown. 3rd down and 7. Big Ben, where you going, bruh? There's nothing but Cowboys around you. You got to stay in the pocket and throw that thing, bro. I mean, I'm just saying. So on 4th and 4, they decide to kick the field goal. Kick is up. Kick is good. Tom Brady only down by 3. Tom Brady going over the top to Creighton. 1st down, Cowboys in Steeler territory. Move those chains. 3rd down and 6, going up top to T.O. Get off me. Troy Polamalu, long hair. Don't care. 3rd down and goal. We're going to pass this thing. We got all the way to the 1-yard line. We ran the ball twice. Couldn't get in, and now Tom Brady, just throw the ball away, Tom. What are you doing? Okay, what are you doing? Giving everybody that's watching this video a heart attack. Okay, you give everybody a heart attack, Tom. Don't do stuff like that. So we end up kicking the field goal, and now it is a 3-3 game. So we're feeling pretty good. I mean, we would like to have the lead, but we don't, and now we do. So we got the lead in the 2nd quarter. We got a touchdown, and now it's 10-6. As the Steelers, they finish off the first half with a field goal. So it's 2nd down and 5. We got to go to Jason Witten. I believe that's the first pass that he caught all video long outside of the sim. Then we're going to give the ball to Marion the Barbarian doing work. That's right, the running back from Minnesota, and then we throw a pick. That was some cheese, though. They were in, like, cover 2, I want to say. No, cover 3. In that corner, jumped on the ball like it was nobody's business. But anyways, we are in trouble. Hines Ward is left all kinds of open over the middle. 2nd down and inches. Thank you for throwing the ball backwards. Thank you for this bad AI that makes him continue to run to the sideline instead of cutting it upfield. 3rd down and 6. Big Ben, though, is going to find Santonio, homie, who fumbles the football, and we recover it. He fumbled. There's no challenge on the play because it was an actual fumble, and we take over. Phillips can't believe it. I can't believe it. Can we score, though? No, the Steelers, they scored 10-9. Coming down to the wire in the Super Bowl. Who's going to win it? The Steelers are driving. Now we're driving. We get a touchdown. We're up by 8. That's still not a big enough cushion, but that's going to do because we did it, y'all. We got that missing ring for the Cowboys. That's right, T.O., you got one. DeMarcus Ware, you got one with the boys. You got one with the boys. Tony Romo, I had to do it, bruh. I'm sorry. Look at those numbers for my man, Marion Barbarian. 338 carries for 1,500 yards and 16 TDs in the Super Bowl. That's a record. Okay, I'm joking. That was his season numbers. I don't know why they show that. That's just what they do. Anyways, man. Tony Romo, I had to do it, bro. I mean, y'all, could y'all blame me? If Tom Brady's a free agent, are you going to keep Tony Romo around? No. And that was a fantastic trade that I did. Got Patrick Willis in town. We needed a middle linebacker. I mean, everything just freaking worked out. I mean, like, dang. Like, you looking at the best, baby. You are looking at the best. Anyways, man, we got the Super Bowl. Anthony Spencer is Super Bowl MVP, man. I made the right move by keeping him. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Love y'all. Peace. Hot sauce.
Check it. Every day we're getting it. Hey, check it. Put the place up. Yeah, we know what we made of. Can't get enough of you, boo. I'm a chaser. Face up.